she's not dangerous, but I suppose I do have to treat her like a boss. I guess. God, I guess I actually have to try Nishandra. Or I mean, I could just die to her embarrassingly over and over again. That's an option too. Why not? I think that's a great use of our time tonight. Jesus Christ. It's possible that there's some stuff that's pretty good that's just not coming to mind right now, because I never think about that kind of stuff. Most of the stuff that comes to mind is all goofy shit, like, I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light, or... Ooh, fuck, I meant to pep my souls up.
Not one of them stood here. As you do. You, conqueror of adversities. Give us your answer.
Honestly, my favorite game quote is probably, what is bravery without a dash of recklessness? So this is my first time ever fighting Aldia. This is gonna be brand new. Let's see what you got, Aldia. That's kind of cool. It's a fire version of Homing Soul Mass and a tree version of Firestorm. What else we got? It's actually very Chaos Flame reminiscent. The imagery of Aldia. Or Bed of Chaos, specifically. Okay. It's like Forbidden Sun, kinda. Will I take damage around him? Yes, I will. Cool. Do that. Most people don't normally get to see how I approach bosses for the first time. So this is kind of a... Whoa, whoa, oh, that's cool. This is a nifty exercise. I'm not going to really approach him for a fight just yet. He charges up for quite a while, so it gives me time to do whatever I want, really. And that's not hard to dodge, and the explosion radius isn't big. You just don't get much of a chance to go in after him afterwards. Oh, and as long as you're close... Actually, does that flame ever dissipate? I need to take a note on that. It's not there right after he teleports, so that's the big opening. Alright. So this is a very turn-based fight. It's right after, like, a really big attack that it extinguishes for a sec. So up close, he doesn't really seem to have very many options. Wait, is there a side that might be clear? Oh god, I almost ran off the edge! Oh, that's was almost fucked. Why do I have a shield on? I shouldn't be bothering with that. Whoops. Can I hit the tentacle? I mean, it could brave a little bit of fire damage, I guess, if I wanted to. This doesn't seem at all bad so far. Unless he is a really... There we go, that's something... Is that new? No, I guess not. Ah, man. Stamina restricted me. Well, oh, it's this one again. I get one hit, maybe? If I'm playing it safe, I probably could have finished that without too much trouble. I thought I would... Fuck, that hurt. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to really get in there. I mean, he's low enough that I could just take the hits and finish him, but I am being... That's not that conservative. Yeah. I was sure there would be, some kind of, like, big, dramatic new phase. That was nothing. I'm kind of disappointed by that. Walk back outside when you beat him? Shit. Okay.
Light, dark, or something else entirely.
I guess this is the trigger for the third ending? Abdicating the throne?
There is no path.
I like the visual metaphor they have going on there, but what the visual metaphor is representing, I don't really care for. Because all the ending is, hey, nihilism. The cycle continues on and on. The flame lights, the flame fades. Really nice, simple, easy metaphor for the entire cycle of light and dark. But beyond that, I don't know. It's just a very nihilistic ending. Which isn't altogether out of line for the Soul series, except, I don't know, to some extent, there is a vague undertone of hope, a little thread running throughout the series. Hope and aspiration. So on second thought, I don't know if nihilism actually fits thematically with the Dark Souls universe that well. Wow, I think that sucked. I mean, it's certainly a lot more clear what is going on than the base game's ending. That ends with beating Nishandra and assuming the Throne of Want, whatever that was meant to mean. But I don't think clarity actually adds very much when the message of that ending is just nothing. Music, A+ though. Very beautiful. Can't remember if this was the original credit theme, or if this is a new one. Because I remember what they did with Demon Souls was they had one theme for one ending and an entirely different orchestration for the other ending. And I don't remember if they ever brought that back. Like, I don't remember if either of the two endings for Dark Souls 1 had different orchestral themes. I don't know if they... Almost certain they didn't bring that back in Dark Souls 3, and Dark Souls 1 at launch only had the one ending. How about smoking weed every day? Best ending. This sounds more like like something I recognize. Yeah, you light a blunt on the first flame. Yeah. Scholar of the first Scholar of the dank Kush. Oh. Dave, will you ever try and get Ninja Blade to LP it? I might. I mean, I would be interested in playing a little bit of Otogi or Ninja Blade. Either one, or both. They both look pretty appealing to me. Scholar of the First Blind. According to the Eternal Undeath, you literally just escape the cycle. I don't interpret it that way. I mean, I suppose it's one single character, but even before Scholar of the First Sin came out and it added that additional ending, that was essentially what you got out of fusing all three crowns together. You were literally immune to the curse. And by nature of what the curse and the cycle meant to Dark Souls 2, you had, in essence, escaped the curse and the cycle in doing so. So I don't think killing Aldia and walking away from the Throne of Want with the fused crowns and the curse immunity and all that, I don't think that actually adds all that much. Granted, this is like my hot take right after finishing the DLC for the first time ever and never having really looked into some of the stuff that Scholar of the First Sin added. I know there were other changes made to the lore in Scholar of the First Sin, like they changed a couple of item descriptions, but I haven't gone back and thought too much about the Dark Souls 2 lore since I finished the LP of the final piece of the DLC back in the day. So I don't know. I might dig into it a little bit deeper tonight, go back and rewatch the cutscene or something to that extent. I'll probably post this up on the channel so we can get some of that good old school discussion going, because that was always really valuable in the past when I was putting the Dark Souls 2 episodes up, was discussing and theorizing with people in the comments and kind of getting a new, fresh perspective, some fresh eyes on it. But my initial take on it is that I don't feel like that elucidates very much. I don't feel like that necessarily adds to my understanding of Dark Souls 2, and especially not to my understanding of Dark Souls as a whole. Dank Souls 2, Scholar of the First Blood. Yeah, there you go, Dapass. There you go. The Fume Knight takes on a whole new meaning. That's what we're getting out of this ending, is new memes. We're getting memery. It's just like Dark Souls, but with 100% more Sonic the Hedgehog and drugs. So it's just like more Sonic the Hedgehog. Or, no, what was the one? What was the really good one that Mike and I were dying over that one night? Chronic the Hedgehog smokes 47 blunts a second. No, why would it be 47? No, he smokes 420 blunts a second. 47, well-known number among the Devil's Lettuce aficionados. I told you I couldn't talk tonight. I told you I didn't have that within my capacity. I have so much wisdom tonight. So much wisdom. Oh, it was 69 a second? Of course it was. The fuck is 47, Ethan? Oh, man. Perhaps you become the next... Okay. I could roll with that. We killed the first... the Scholar of the First Sin, the initial original Scholar. Miyazaki only as a supervisor. And... I don't know, I could see that. I could see, like... Wouldn't it be cool if the player character from Dark Souls 2 took up that mantle of Scholar of the First Sin after escaping the cycle, and he was the Scholar of which that one item description in the castle in Dark Souls 3 spoke of, the Scholar who tutored Lothric and Lorien? I think that would actually be pretty cool if there was any more evidence to substantiate that. Snow says, I wrote Wisbom on a test, still got 100. Praise Wisbom. Praise that shit. Did you draw Wisbom for your teacher or your professor? I think it tangentially can kind of make sense, Madness, but it's so open-ended, there's nothing more to substantiate it. I think it's a cool theory, though. I think it's a potentially cool theory. But, shit. That's it for Dark Souls 2? Scholar of the First Sin. What are my final impressions of this remix of a game that I've played like 99% of? Not bad. Not bad. Alright. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one. That's just for YouTube. That outro? I'll give you a little hint. That was just for YouTube, guys. I'm still here. Hi, I'm Dave.